Good morning, boys. Today I am going to explain you lesson 1, that is computer hardware components. In this chapter, we will learn anatomy of computer, internal and external hardware, the input devices, output devices and storage devices. Anatomy of computer. Anatomy means the structure of computer. And as you all know, a computer comprises of two major components, that are hardware and software. What is hardware? The physical components of a computer that we can touch and feel are known as hardware. Hardware can be further categorized into internal and external hardware. And what is software? Software is a set of programs which controls the internal operations of a computer and instructs a computer about the work to be done. For example, Unix and MS Word. All these are softwares. Software can be classified into two main categories, and that are system software and application software. So now come to the internal hardware. What is internal hardware? The hardware components that are installed within the CPU cabinet are called internal hardware. For example, CPU, RAM, ROM, all the disk drives like hard disk, Blu-ray disk, CD drives, DVD drives, motherboard, network card, sound card, video card, etc. What is motherboard? A motherboard is the main circuit board of a computer that holds the most essential components of a computer system. The base of a motherboard consists of a rigid plastic sheet. The board is the mother of all components, that is where it gets its name. That's why it is called motherboard. A motherboard mainly contains the processor chip, BIOS, memory chips, external storage controllers, and expansion slots for connecting additional circuit boards. PCI. PCI, the expansion of PCI is Peripheral Component Interconnect. It serves as a connection between a computer's motherboard and any connected hardware. The PCI transmits data and power between a computer and the device. Now, what is sound card? A sound card is a hardware component that is fixed either in an expansion slot or on the motherboard. It controls the input and output of the sound signals. That is, it receives and sends audio signals to and from the computer. A sound card converts the digital data to sound and vice versa. It enables the computer to reproduce sound or to play music through output devices like speakers, headphones, and record audio with a microphone. Now, video card. What is video card? A video card is an expansion slot or expansion card that is used to generate the video output to a display screen such as monitor, TV, or projector. It is also known as graphics card. Video card is basically used to enhance the quality of the displayed images. This card contains its own CPU. CPU is Central Processing Unit, and it is the main CPU. CPU is the main unit of a computer. It is the brain of the computer. The full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit. It is alternately referred to as microprocessor. It controls all the instructions it receives from hardware and software running on a computer. The CPU is a small piece of a silicon chip placed into the CPU socket on the motherboard. It is usually in the shape of square or rectangle. Now, there are three main components of CPU: memory unit, arithmetic and logical unit, and control unit. What is the work of memory unit? It is the principal storage of the computer. It stores both data and instructions entered. Now, ALU. This unit performs the arithmetic and logical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, greater than, smaller than, etc. Control unit, as the name suggests, it controls the operation of every other component of a computer system. This unit controls the transfer of data and instructions among other units of computer. RAM is random access memory. It is a type of memory that is available for the operating system, programs and processes to use when computer is running. It is a volatile memory. It can be accessed randomly at any time. Whatever information we enter in the computer goes into RAM and remains there until the machine is working. It is a volatile memory, and therefore data and instructions are stored here temporarily. When you switch off your computer or there is some power failure, the data is completely erased. RAM is of two types, static RAM and dynamic RAM. ROM stands for read-only memory. It is a type of memory from which we can only read information but cannot write on it. It is a non-volatile memory. Therefore, the information is stored permanently in it even when the system is powered off. Data stored in ROM can neither be modified nor erased easily. A ROM stores the instructions required to start a computer. And there are basically three types of ROM. PROM means programmable ROM, EPROM and EEPROM. EPROM stands for electrically programmable ROM and EEPROM means electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Now disk drive. A disk drive is a hardware component in a computer that enables users to read, write, delete and modify data on storage disk. It is either a built-in or external component of a disk that manages the input-output operations. Disk drives are of several types such as hard disk drive, CD drive, DVD drive, etc. And the most commonly used disk drive is hard disk drive. Now SMPS. SMPS stands for Switched Mode Power Supply. It is essential for safe running of power consuming electrical and electronic appliances. SMPS uses a switching regulator to control and stabilize the output voltage by switching the load current on or off. It transfers electric power from a source to low voltage direct current, means it converts AC current to DC current. It always supplies a well regulated power to the motherboard and other parts of a computer and saves power. Now modem. Modem is modulator and demodulator. It is a device that allows a computer to send or receive information through telephone lines by converting digital data into an analog signal. Modulator converts digital information of a computer to analog mode at the transmitting end, and demodulator further converts back the analog signal to digital at the receiving end. And it can be classified as internal modem and external modem. Internal modem is already installed in the computer, whereas external modem is installed outside the CPU. PC card modem is especially designed for laptops and handheld computers. It is similar to the size of a credit card and fits into the PC card slot on notebook and handheld computers. Now heatsink. A heatsink is an electronic device which is designed to disperse the heat generated by the CPU. It is made up of metals such as copper or aluminum alloy and normally uses a fan to keep the processor cool. Ports. A computer port is a slot on the motherboard that acts as a point of connection between a computer and external device. Cables of external devices like keyboard, mouse, printer, monitor are plugged into these ports to attach them to a computer. And there are several types of ports that are used. So you can see The one is serial port. In the picture you can see it looks like this. It transmits data 1 bit at a time over a single wire, and its use is it is used for devices that do not require high speed transmission, that is mouse and keyboard. The second one is parallel port. It transfers several bits of data together at one time, and obviously it is used for the devices that requires high speed data transmission such as printers. Now USB or universal serial bus, USB port, it is used to transfer data and can also act as power supply for devices connected to it. And usage, it is used as a port that include keyboard, mouse, printers, scanners, flash drives, phones, tablets, etc. Now next is PS2 port. PS2 port, it connector this PS2 connector was developed by IBM in 1987. It is now considered as a legacy port as it has been replaced by the USB port. And earlier it was used for attaching keyboard and mouse to a computer. Now FireWire, also it is also known as IEEE 1394. It was developed by Apple Incorporation in 1994. It can transfer large amount of data with a speed up to 800 Mbps and can connect up to 63 different devices. And it is used to connect camcorders and video equipment to the computer. Now next is VGA, that is Video Graphics Array. It is similar to the serial port connector, but the serial port has pins whereas VGA connector has holes. With the increase in the use of digital video, VGA ports are gradually being replaced by HDMI and display ports, and it is used to connect monitors or projectors to a computer. Next is HDMI, that is High Definition Multimedia Interface Port. So HDMI port is a digital connector that can carry high definition video and audio. It also can send audio to different formats. And usage, it is used to connect high definition and ultra high definition devices like computer monitors, HD TVs, gaming consoles, etc. Now next is Ethernet port, and Ethernet RJ45 connector looks like a telephone line RJ11 connector, and it is used to connect your computer to a wired network. Next is audio. There are three ports: line in, line out, and mic port. In line in, it enables a user to connect an external audio device to the computer. Line out allows external speakers, headphones, or other output devices to be connected to the computer, whereas mic port helps in plugging microphone into the computer. So that's it for today's video. In the next video, I'll explain external hardware and storage devices. Till then, have a nice time. Take care. Bye bye.